Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, Guild Warriors? It's Thursday, it's noon Eastern, it's 9 a.m. PST. Once again, it's me, and it is Sean. What's up, Sean?
How's it going, guys? Good to be here today. I'm ready to watch some people get stomped.
Absolutely. You know, before we go into everything, we've got some announcements we'd like to talk about. We've got a couple of things. First off, there's not going to be a Server Stomp next week. That's the 28th of June, I believe. And that's because both Sean and I will be going to MLG Anaheim to get our esports on. Sean, why don't you tell people what's going on over there?
Alright, guys, so MLG Anaheim next week. There's no Guild Wars, unfortunately. I wish there were. There's going to be StarCraft, there's going to be League of Legends, we're going to have Call of Duty, but me and then you guys see Bass and Bob from SOAC all over the place. We actually got press passes from RTS Guru. So we're going kind of on behalf of Guild Wars a little bit. We're going to be doing some interviews about Guild Wars there. Kind of see how the scene reacts to Guild Wars, kind of, and what we personally can do to help improve that there. So we're going to be uploading some videos on that. It's going to be pretty awesome. If you live in SoCal or if you just like esports and you want to come, tickets are only like $35 if you buy them online right now. They're going to be $50 at the door. You can come watch some great competitive games as well as hang out with us. So it's going to be a really exciting week for us next week.
You should definitely come and find us. Of course, I'll be working the event. I'll be producing the League of Legends stream. If I have to talk to you, it might not be a good thing. I might have to eject you. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a great time. If you do see me, if you do see Sean, don't hesitate to come up to us, give us a hug. Come tell us what you like of the event, what you want to see in the future, because we're always going to be like fighting for Guild Wars 2 esports. We're always going to be there. So today, of course, we've got some more news. Community night this week, Sunday.
Absolutely.
Guild Wars 2 esports subreddit community night. Sean, you and Ken are heading that up. What's going on with that?
It's going to be pretty sick. This Sunday, the 23rd at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern Time. Unfortunately, this one's going to be an NA only event. We are planning an EU one though as well. We got a bunch of custom arenas that we're going to get, or that we have. Sorry, we already have these. And we're going to have random scrims where we're going to get a bunch of people on our 100-person TeamSpeak server. We're going to randomize teams and we're just going to play. And then we're gonna just keep switching the teams up throughout the night. And what we're trying to do is just get people to kind of meet new people in the Guild Wars scene, have fun, and introduce a lot of new people as well. So if you're a new player and you want to learn more about Guild Wars, we're going to have people teaching. If you want to learn some builds, if you want to learn some strategies, don't be afraid to come play. If you're an experienced player, I mean, there's going to be a lot of really good people playing there as well. And we're opening this event up to spectators and streamers as well. So if you want to hop in TeamSpeak, we're going to have some spectator rooms if you don't want to play. If you want to stream the event or practice shoutcasting, you can absolutely do that as well. So yeah, this Sunday, the 23rd, 6:30 Pacific. Hope to see you there. Just send me a message, shawnbuell.8407, and we can get you a guild invite and get you all set up with that.
Also, don't hesitate to tweet at us. You can see our Twitters below our faces. Mine's at MLG Sireph. His is at Sean Buell. You almost had it. Alright, so the final one of the final announcements is that we're changing the time of Server Stomp. It's Thursdays at noon Eastern. Turns out to be not the most optimal time.
Sucks.
Most people are West Coast. Obviously, Sean's hardcore. He's up at 9 a.m. to do this. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, we're gonna change the day and time. That's also to be announced. But what you should do is in this YouTube video or on the Reddit thread that I'm inevitably going to post, tell me what time works for you. We'll make this great. We'll make it so that the entire community can partake in this. Also, last time on Server Stomp, H-Man got called out by SupCutie, but unfortunately he could not make it due to some personal obligations today. So today we're gonna have a redo with SupCutie. He's going up against Blue. Let's finally get into the game, man. Let's talk to these people.
Let's watch some Guild Wars, actually.
Yeah, let's tell them to ready up and go, go, go.
And quickly go over the team, see who we have. From Red Team, we have I Will Lead You All, who's got, also known as God of All You. Awesome community member in the Guild Wars 2 Esports. We have Aiden Frost, who is actually one of the podcasters for the Elementalist SOEC podcast. Of course, we have AL SupCutie. We have Reevesy, who's also from GW2 Esports, and Fugazi Heals, a Guardian. Just started a new team, was previously on retired players. Yeah, retired players.
No, they didn't do too well in the last. What was it? That was the
was a
SOAC, right?
Yeah, the SOAC tournament.
It was the first SOAC TDTV weekly.
They didn't do so good, so that retired players split up and they started a new team.
Right.
And
so,
then,
of course, Fugazi is very skilled. She's having played with her many times before. Both Shawn and I, we've experienced firsthand what's kind of going on with them. So let's go on to the blue team. We got Stifos, of course, never misses a server stop. Amazing thief.
Yeah, fantastic thief.
Yep. We've got Magus Blue, the captain, running. Is that Scepter Dagger? Yeah, the Scepter Dagger Elementalist. Kenigmatic running a Ranger, as well as Toby Lee, another Ranger, and oh my God, it's Rick, a thief. Interesting.
I don't know who those are, but maybe we'll find out today. Unless I just can't see their account names, and I do know who they are. I'm not sure. And spectating, Ui's here from PZ.
Oh, Ui. We've got Black Avarice,
Yeah,
Huey,
he's also here. So
Tanny, and Sargon. Sargon's show favorite. He's often on the show as well.
sick. We're gonna have some good plays there. There's a lot of really good players in here, so I'm excited to see how this goes, man.
Of course, if you want to be in on the action, this show is open to everybody. All you have to do is go to the server, the Stomping Grounds. It's hard to miss. You just open up that PvP browser, just hop on over, search for the Stomping Grounds. It's gonna be around here. Of course, we've changed the map pool for those of you who've seen the last couple of episodes. Today we're starting off in the Forest of Nifl, kind of the if you're used to the PvP scene, the Forest is generally the first map, and it's gonna be followed up by the Battle of Kylo. And then if we go to Game 3, it's going to be Legacy of the Foefire.
And this is a little bit uncommon for a map pull, but what we're trying to do is, on Legacy of the Foefire, you do have the 150-point boss skill, which we've seen a lot of plays on the bosses that have completely made games. Just give them the wow factor, pretty much. The reason why we always see the Forest Legacy Kylo rotation is when the game originally came out. That was the 8 tournament TPVP games, and it kind of just stuck. So we're gonna see how this one works. It might be a little more clutch. So yeah, game starting. I'm excited. You have anyone you want to start off with and watch after we see the slits?
Yeah, sorry, I was just changing my audio settings a little bit. Let's start off with blue. The opposition here, of course, the blue team is starting on the western side of the map. They're gonna take Henge. We'll look at their split here. Kind of indecisive. 3 home and 2 going mid. While for the red team, you've got 4 going mid and 1 person going home. We're in with blue, sort of running up, and he's not gonna be happy to see all of this red here on the midpoint. He's gonna have to go back. Let's go in with Stifos as well, who's just getting up in the faces, trying to do a lot of close quarters combat. He's gonna do this very effectively.
And we have blue team also going to get their buff right now as well. So this 4v2 at mid is going to be detrimental for blue team. Red team should be able to get it. Yeah, they got it, no problem. Hopefully that buff is worth it for them, and they can make a play online or even just come back to keep and contest that some more. A red team is heading over to Henge though.
Yep, I'm in with SupCutie right now. He's kind of ported over to Henge. He's of course going to go in on kenigmatic, who seems to be a bunker type guy over here. He gets a little bit held back, stopped down for a second, but there's Ken taking in so much damage. He's just now healing, but SupCutie ports back because looks like there is a small blue incursion on the midpoint, but he's going to be held off by Fugazi and SupCutie, of course. Red team opting not to go with their secondary mechanic for this map, which is, of course, the forest creatures, which give your team 25 points if you cap it, if you defeat it, and it also gives you a slight stat buff, Shawn. What exactly is the stat buff? I believe it's like +10, right?
It's plus 25 to every stat, so I mean you're looking at precision, toughness, everything, healing power, so it's really good. They do stack, you can get both of them to give you a total of plus $50 stats. But man, what an amazing play by Cutie right there. He was able to pressure Henge and keep Ken there, but the second he was needed back at home, instantly portals back and helps win that 2v2.
That's absolutely right. We're in with the Reevesy right now, who's down on blue home over at Henge. Both Ken and Sipho's going in for the stomp, but Sipho finally gets it. Of course, there was a small play over at mine for the blue team to sort of deal with it, but it's not going down. Look at Fugazi. She's
kenigmatic instantly shattered over there at Henge. Sorry to cut in on you right there. Cutie instantly takes him down with a triple shatter.
It's a ridiculous play though, and SupCutie's still here. Blue and Toby Lee and Sipho's all just trying to, like, they just got juked, man. SupCutie's just gonna deal a lot of damage. Ken's probably screaming in team chat, "Oh my God, how do I get out of this?" But red and blue are both sort of scattered. Red had picked up their forest creature buff, giving them an additional 25 points, and securing a heavier lead. Reevesy coming in on Ken, and oh my God, it's Rick is here to support. But I think Ken got mowed before he got into the down state. He's down right now. It looks like he's gonna get stomped quite soon. Here's Reevesy with it. And no, he actually got knocked off the point, which saved him. Let's see what else is going on here. Fugazi's trying to deal with Blue and Toby Lee at mid, but here comes Aiden Frost. Aiden Frost, of course, running the Ellie. Looks to be a dagger, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to do a lot of damage with that build. Red team actually managing to get Blues home. There's a port here, so they can go back to either mid or mine, wherever SupCutie's got that. Of course, I Will Lead You All is dealing with Stifos at his home point in the mine. Stifos will actually take him down if he's not... I Will Lead You All is not careful. And at mid, we've got Blue versus Fugazi. Let's go in with Blue. Let's see what he's trying to do, Shawn. Looks like he's just trying to pretty much,
yeah, exactly. He's trying to keep them there. That's why Elementalist is so good. He actually did go down right there. But mid keep fight on this map, it's really small, and Elementalist kind of excels with their heals, especially in teams. You know, he was there by himself for most of that. But when you get a team and you have an Elementalist that's just, you know, spamming like cleansing wave on cooldown, it's fantastic. But he did need a little backup there for that to be a bit more successful.
I'm just going to interrupt you real fast. Looks like SupCutie immediately after getting that stomp on Blue ported back to Henge to put the pressure back on them. There's so much red here that the point is, of course, not even contested for Blue. They're just now respawning, coming out of the gate, trying to deal with SupCutie and Aiden Frost, and they might be able to do it if they can come together here, but Fugazi's down. Actually, no, it's Fugazi Eater. Somebody named their pet Fugazi Eater. That's hilarious. But, yeah, SupCutie is going to be able to deal with everyone here. Blue is mist-formed, or he just comes out of it. He's going to be spamming that water healing spell, trying to help everyone here, but Ken's down again. Really not a good look for Blue team here in the first game. 360 to 113 with no income for Blue.
And this is kind of why Cutie's considered the portal god. He's been controlling mid, keep, as well as Henge almost this whole game. Anytime another point needs help, he is almost just instantly there. And because of that, Blue has not been able to take either Henge or keep, and they haven't really gone to mine too much. They've gone a little bit, but they really are spending their resources for their home in mid. And Cutie is just destroying them by being kind of everywhere on the map.
We're in with Cutie now. We're seeing him be sort of the... If you're looking at all the fights on the map, I'll just open up the map real fast. All of the fights really generally happen around here. Right outside the blue base, the Stifos is on the key. Let's look at him real fast. He's actually down. Fugazi's dealing with them very fast, but they've actually managed to spawn contain everybody on the blue team here. This is something that I didn't think would happen.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of spawn camp here. 468 to 113. They're just getting completely 3-capped right here. This map, it's really great for teams. Kylo can be a little bit more crazy depending on how well trebs go. I know Cutie's also really good on treb, so hopefully blue kind of has a counter for that as well. What do you expect going into the next game?
You know, into the next game, I expect blue to sort of take a sort of more commanding lead. Sorry.
I don't know if they discussed any strategies, because
they
like
really need to, man.
In the beginning they did send 3 henge, which is, I don't know if they were expecting a split maybe, but with all 4 just rushing to keep from red team, I really hurt them. Red was able to get it, Cutie's team, and they just kept it all game.
Absolutely. We're in on Kylo right now. Of course, Kylo will go over the map in a short bit. It is one of the favorite maps here. Just pop in spectator mode. Really fast, let's go over the points here for those of you who do not know Kylo. Just pop over the big team. Windmill is red team's home point. Of course, both teams have a home point, and there's the midpoint in the clock tower, and the secondary objectives are here on the side in the trebuchets, which you can use to knock down the walls of the clock tower, which you can use to rain death upon either side points, and you can also dodge out of death. If you time it exactly correctly, you too can be one of those guys who masterfully dodges everything.
Being a master. Treb's a great feature on this map. It destroys some of the environment. You can hit almost everywhere in the map. Someplace you can't like hit a treb from another treb. This isn't Worms here. But it's a great way to help win team fights. Of course, they can be destroyed. So if an enemy wants to come, tear it up, destroy it, stop you from raining fire on their team, it'll be out of the game for 1 minute, and then a spawn kit will appear in the enemy's base, and you have to kind of go fight your way for it. Get that spawn kit, repair kit, sorry, carry it all the way back to your treb and put it back together.
Absolutely. Of course, we're rooting for everyone here. I want to go to the game 3. I'm really hoping that blue pulls it together. Let's look at his team here. He's got Stifos, he's got Ken, he's also got Diasis, someone I don't know, and Sargon Seals. He's got a double ranger, double thief build, which actually might end up being to his favor, as that can be highly mobile and highly bunkery at the same time.
And then also just kind of go over Captain's build right here. Blue is running Scepter Dagger triple cantrip build. He's got Cleansing Water, Cleansing Wave, as well as the 10 into Earth Magic to gain Armor's Embrace at 50%. So 0, 0, 10, 30, 30. Pretty normal except for the Earth Magic. You also don't see triple cantrip too much on Scepter Dagger. You usually see the Lightning Flash and Mist form, as well as like Arcane Wave. So definitely a more bunker spec, which we normally see on the daggers for Aura Share, but also a really good build.
He looks to be quite solid here already in the water form, ready to support his team where necessary. Let's look at the red team real fast. We've got Aiden Frost, another elementalist. He's running Scepter Dagger as well. What's sort of the difference? Oh, looking at his stats right now, I can see that he's going 20 Air Magic, 20 Water, and 30 Arcana. What's that difference going to mean?
So that Blue's build is definitely more tanky. He's got the 30 in Water, so he gets the condition removal, as well as the 10 in Earth, which makes him a little tankier and a little more survivability with Armor of Earth. With 20 in Air Magic, he has Bolt to the Heart, which is an execute, 20% more damage when the foe has less than 33% health, and Air Training, which is 10% more damage while attuned to air. In Water Magic, he also has Aquamancer's Alacrity, which a lot of people don't take, but it's water skills recharge 20% faster, which allows him to get more heals to kind of make up for not being so tanky. So this is actually a really common build. This is actually, I think the build Zeus runs the most right now. So definitely a more popular build than what we see Blue running, but not as tanky.
Absolutely. Watching red right now, the split was really interesting. They've got 2 Mesmers, 2 Engineers, and an Elementalist, of course, an interesting build sort of to deal with this. SupCutie on Treb right now. He's knocked down the walls for his team to go in. Looks like he's going to begin shelling. No blue team is really in.
Blue team's actually shadow refugeeing over to Mention. So they are all invisible. Those 3 people are kind of just going to pop out of nowhere. And yeah, Merry Christmas without you. Almost instantly dying. But red team's getting back up right away.
Yeah, here comes Aiden Frost. I will lead you all, and of course, Merry Christmas without you. Let's see if Blue and Sipho's can deal with SupCutie coming up behind them. Blue got dazed. Looks like it's go in with Sargon. He's dual pistoling it. This guy is going really hard here, but he goes down to Aiden Frost. Here comes the stomp if he doesn't port away. No, Aiden Frost deciding to deal with it later. He ports onto the point. Of course, he's going to be in the middle of a portal. It looks to be one of SupCutie's portals, if I'm not mistaken. Meanwhile, we've got kenigmatic dealing with the red team. Looks like SupCutie might not have a port somewhere to port back to. Merry Christmas without he's finally going to get windmill. Blue team is not up. They're down 23 to 32. Meanwhile, mid SupCutie and Reezy pushing what looks to be that's Blue off of the midpoint. Blue's shortcoming here in the start, but looks like Ken is going to be dealt with quite soon by I Will Lead You All.
He was able to get the trebuchet down, so Red won't have that trebuchet. Cutie won't be able to port back and kind of get some more shots on there. But they definitely do have that windmill control as well as mid. But blue team, Nicias is actually at mansion completely uncontested. They might be able to push in right here now with the numbers advantage.
Absolutely, we're getting a little QQ here from Blue saying Cassius was a pro players was a great idea. I say it is. This is probably one of the greatest ideas anyone ever had in the history of man. Meanwhile, SupCutie, he's going in on mansion. Dicius gets off point here. Clock Tower is going to be a fight between Reezy and Sargon. Let's watch Sargon here. I'm really rooting for him to try and deal with Reezy. Reezy is actually going to do fine, however. It seems to be an engineer versus thief, dual pistol thief battle going in the favor of Reezy, however. Here comes the stomp. No, he gets pushed up. There it is. There is the stomp.
Yeah, Reezy, engineers, their supply crate really turns 1v1s. He's able to instantly drop that on him, get the stun, and he's able to throw down some grenades, which really just won him that battle extremely quick.
Absolutely, here's SupCutie, and I will lead you all doing an offensive on Blue's home point. Of course, Blue and Dicius are here. They're trying to keep them off the point and keep an income for themselves. They're down 115 to 58 right now. Looks like there's attempting. They're not even attempting to really go for the back cap, but of course, as I say that, looks to be Sargon who might go over to windmill if he doesn't go to clock tower. Reevesy's got clock tower fine. SupCutie actually in the down state right now. Let's go in with him, see what's going on. He's technically on point. He's going to be healed by I Will Lead You All if Ken can't get Dicius up and they can't deal with it. There it is. SupCutie gets the res. It looks like he's going to be up to do more damage. Look at the amount of crits on your screen. Blue goes down. Gets stomped. Ken is down. Looks like Dicius is the only one still here. His pet is here at least. He is in the down state. His pet might be healing him. And that actually might be the end of Blue here.
Yeah, red team really just has that trebuchet control. They're able to just keep pelting mansion during that whole fight, which absolutely won them. That with that constant AoE damage is completely taking them down.
Absolutely. Now, in the meantime, Blue managed to back cap. Merry Christmas Without You is also working on some portal play. And that is going to make the mobility heavily in red team's favor. Of course, I said earlier, blue team has extremely high mobility with 2 thieves and also 2 bunkers to kind of be able to split up, but red team is just not allowing them to do that. Let's go in with one of the guys over here. I Will Lead You All. He's sort of in this team fight that's about to happen here on mid. Let's watch it go down as sort of Blue and Sargon are here with against Reezy, and I Will Lead You All. Double engineer composition. This is extremely sustainable.
And it's really good for control. They have so many knockbacks between the two of them. With Reezy running bomb kit as well, so he has big ol' bomb as well as the area denial with the other bombs. They're able to just get him off the point instantly, knock him off with big ol' bomb, and the other team just gonna stay left right away to go back and help near mansion. Red team keeping clock tower uncontested.
Absolutely. We're watching SupCutie in the downstate right now. He actually gets stomped. Blue team able to retake their home, and watch as Sargon backcaps once again. Of course, Sargon is known on the show for being one of the objective players. We're watching Stifos kind of like run up to get supported by him as he's being chased down by I Will Lead You All. We're in with I Will Lead You All as he starts throwing grenades. He's really hammering away at him. Stifos is in the stealth mode. Of course, Sargon got pushed off by Aiden Frost and Merry Christmas Without You. They're going to lose that far point, but blue team is got Blue up here on the mid. Reezy is just coming back. Let's see if he can do anything against Reezy with the support support of Dicius, who's normally the bunker on their home point.
Yeah, and he is doing just a fantastic job right now, or trying to at least. Very hard for him. Sorry, my internet actually like dropped there for a second, so I got cut off. I do apologize for that, but I'm all back right now. Internet's all smooth, so
it's fine. It looks like Blue got Moa and he's in the downstate. Here comes the look at this shatter illusions in a second. They're just gonna they did the damage they needed to on Blue. Of course, we've got the rest of Blue team here in Dicius. He's gonna get stomped. Red team has this on lock. Meanwhile, Windmill is being capped by Ken. SupCutie says, I can back cap too. Look at him over here on the point. Let's go in with them. Looks like someone rage quit actually. Wow.
Yeah, someone did leave from Blue, making it a 4v5, but Fugazi instantly jumps in to come help, so that should help them out a lot, finally having a Guardian on their team. Maybe they can press for mid and try and get the mid and the side controlled to get them back in this game.
Absolutely. You know, I think we're going to change this instead of a best of 3 into a best of 5 because they did get someone leaving the game in the early end. We want to give you as much content as possible. Blue trying to come in on the far point here. Aiden Frost and Merry Christmas Without You, keeping them back with that wall there. There's a Rock Dog here as well, which is just added damage and also added denial of damage towards Blue, as it does soak up a lot of projectiles.
Yeah, it kind of used almost as like a distraction. It eats up a lot of projectile damage by kind of just getting in the way right there. It'll even eat some CC. That's projectile, so really strong. Rock Dog's really strong. And red team, it's 405 to 167 right now. Blue team does have Mansion completely uncontested. If they're able to push into some other point and maybe get a triple tap in here, they can come back. That might be a little difficult.
Yeah, we're watching Fugazi here. She's trying to push her way up towards mid, and but she's being chased down here by Aiden Frost. He's doing a lot of deeps on her, but she's of course very bunker. She's gonna be fine, be able to kind of shrug off all of the conditions that Aiden Frost put on her, lock him down with the chains, and here she goes up towards the mid to join the fight with Sargon. It looks like Reezy is here, is here as well, and there's going to be a lot of fighting here as SupCutie is also going towards the far point. He's going to get locked down, knocked down into the downstate, and Ken's going to get the stomp. Nope, he gets the port at the very last second. He's on top of the wall. Blue team is pushed off of the midpoint here. Fugazi going down, no one at Windmill. Everyone is here trying to fight for the last scraps of points here. Really, this is red team's game to lose. They're 40 points away, which means roughly about 80 seconds-ish. Or not even.
Yeah, it's about 60 seconds right now. Plus or minus getting some kills. As long as they can control those points. Oh, no. It would be 15 seconds. Or 30 seconds. I can't math. I forgot they had 2 points. Yeah, but yeah, there's this AoE team fight that's happening right below Mansion right now. You have Reezy on top throwing grenades. You have God in there just spamming flamethrower and throwing grenades. And it's just insane AoE damage. The conditions taking them all out. They finally head all back to Mansion, but looks like it's going to be a decap, and Red will be able to take this game. Not a problem.
Yep, absolutely. 500 points to 232. That was quite the stump, but we're not going to end it here, Shawn. We're going to keep going. We're going to make the best of 5 to give you the best sort of content here. We're going to switch the teams. We're going to make it so that a lot of the community members get in. You're seeing a lot of spectators here. So, Blue is kind of QQing some more, saying this is literally going to be the most embarrassing public Guild Wars 2 appearance he's had. Don't worry, Blue. We still love you. It's not a big deal. It's just a show. It's just for fun.
It's just a show, man. It's not your team or anything. You're just playing with some random people. But I don't know. Maybe if you gave them better instructions, that's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, we're gonna sort of switch up the teams here.
So, oh yeah, Black Avarice jumping in red team. We also have Varus. We have some Warriors jumping onto red team as well. Ui's actually going on to blue. Oh, he left. No.
No.
I think blue team actually needed that right there.
Blue, get on your own team. Alright, there we go. Alright. Lock in. One ready. And, oh, my TV is bugging out. That's great. Let's go into the team view here. So we're going in. We're going in, guys. I'm gonna switch up the scoreboard here. This is, of course, not a best of 3, but a best of 5 today. Because you're not gonna get another server stomp for a couple weeks. So
we're gonna end this one big on a high note. If blue team is able to win this, you're going to a game 4. So hopefully we see some play. Sargon actually switching out to Guardian, and I will lead you all switch from Cutie's team on to blue team. So that'll help out a lot as well. I believe Aiden Frost was on red too.
Yeah, Aiden Frost was on red. Fugazi was actually originally on the SupCutie team, I think.
Oh yeah, he was on SupCutie in game 1. So definitely a bit of a team swap. The only thing I'm scared about, man, is Black Avarice on red team. We're finally seeing a Necromancer today on Server Stomp, the first Necromancer today. And Black Avarice is a monster. So
I actually haven't seen him play. What team is he on?
I don't know if he's on a team right now, actually. I know he was originally on a team with like a lot of the Academy of the Mists and Guild Wars 2 Esports, I believe. I could be wrong right there, but I know he's a really experienced Necro. I think he's main Necro since the game came out. And he is running Staff, Scepter, Dagger with the Carrion Amulet. It's running the 2 Runes of the Afflicted, 2 Runes of Crate, and 2 Runes of Centaur for that just bleed duration, tons of bleed duration. And he's running 0, 30, 10, 10, 20. So he's getting the Master of Corruption for the 20% faster corruption recharge. That's weird. With all the bleed things, you think you kind of go for the bleed duration on curses as well. But maybe he's getting enough bleed from his runes, just get the faster recharge.
You know, that's actually a great possibility. Sorry for the noise, by the way, guys. I was trying to fix the background here, and I rolled my chair over some bubble wrap. That's
Oh man, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, that's great. I have the greatest mic ever. So we're in here, sort of waiting on these teams to make a game plan here. Really rooting for blue team to come back.
We actually have blue giving away their team strategy in map chat instead of team chat.
Things are just not like going very well, but it's okay. It's okay. It looks like someone also brought the wrong runes. That's alright. They can deal with it. Just change up their build and whatever matter. We've got a lot of time here where we can fill for about half an hour more. Let's go in with let's go in with SupCutie. They've also got Varus Na. That's NGA. Warriors, of course. Would you say they're coming back into the fold in TPVP?
No. I just said we have a warrior in this game. I didn't say anything about them coming back.
No, I'm talking about the meta, man. Like in the overall meta.
In the overall meta, I'd say they're nowhere in it right now. But that balance patch is coming later this month. I believe the 25th. It's supposed to be the biggest balance patch of Guild Wars 2 history. So maybe we'll see some crazy. I know they've said a lot of stuff about Necros in the EU Select tournament. John Sharp was, I believe it was John Sharp was in chat, and he was kind of hyping people up. I know he asked someone, he was like, hey, do you play Necro? And they're like, yeah, I play Necro. He's like, well, get excited. And I'm like, oh man. So maybe we'll see that 5th Death Shroud skill. But yeah, warrior buffs, man. We might be seeing some warrior buffs, make them maybe a little bit more sustainable in combat while tuning down their damage a bit. I'd be excited to see what happens. It's gonna be a fun time to play Guild Wars.
Hey, this is the best time ever to play Guild Wars 2 yet, that's for sure. We're just waiting to be readied up here. Here comes the match starting, of course. You gotta love the ArenaNet just interaction with the community, man. They're always there. They're always in chat to talk to you. Always great support for the rest of the community here. Who do you want to start off with, Shawn?
I want to start off with Black Avarice.
We are starting with Black Avarice. We're watching red, so let's look at the split here before we go into really anyone. It seems to be blue might go offensive. They might nope. They're sending 3 mid while red is sending one mid and two far and to the home. We're in with Black, who's going to one of the guys going home. Looks like Merry Christmas Without You's going to head up to mid shortly after this. Blue's going to get Graveyard uncontested for the beginning, but here comes Red Team.
And they are getting a little bit of backup at Waterfall as well. So it looks like Blue got that midpoint completely for free in the beginning. And I'm not sure, Red Team might have a hard time trying to take Waterfall from them. They're getting some more backup, but Blue, it's 4-2 right there. Red's actually portaling out and going back to mid, so maybe actually a really good play by Red.
Yeah, actually that seems to be a really good one. Of course, Reevesy, who was engineering on that side point there, didn't even have to do damage. He just had to keep them from getting the point. And there's the stomp by Avarice on Fugazi. Wow.
That was actually fantastic for someone that didn't see it. Let me explain. They rushed Waterfall at the beginning. They had 3 people. Cutie laid a portal right next to Graveyard. They got everyone on their whole team, on Blue Team, to kind of come back and help Waterfall. And then when they lost it, Cutie threw down his portal. He had all of Red Team go back mid. They mowed Fugazi, who's bunkering, killed her, and they were able to actually decap the point. That was a fantastic play by QTC.
That is such it actually did work very well for them. They are down about 18 points, 19 points, but they're gonna do very well. But it looks like there's a lot of Blue here on the point. Of course, most of Blue is down. There they get up again. Fugazi able to get a Sanctuary off. Might have been Sargon here. Let's go with Sargon, see what he's sort of doing. He's running staff right now, getting the Empower. Actually, yeah, rolling into that Empower. There's so much fighting going on here, man. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. But we're watching Sargon sort of deal lots of support spells into the fray here, as well as just sort of being there to take up some damage. Let's watch Blue. As he's stunned here. He's going to be running around in water form trying to heal everybody. He's really not near any of his teammates. There he finally is, but he's not able to heal right now. Shawn, what is sort of the strategy here for Red or for Blue?
Red Team was trying to do like a distraction. They were going to try and split. If they didn't get split, they were going to try and push back towards mid. They were able to do that, but Blue Team is actually winning this team fight pretty handily right here. And so they're going to be trying to keep a home advantage as well as hold midpoint. So Blue Team, their strategy worked a little better in the beginning. Red Team definitely needs to get like a recoup going on and push in harder.
And we might see that here. Black Avarice, of course, pushing in on Blue's home point in Waterfall, but Blue is on it. He's actually got into the down state. He gets up, actually. Blue managing to take Graveyard. Let's see what's going on here. Not much red around here. Looks like SupCutie or, let's see who that is. Looks like SupCutie. Yeah, absolutely SupCutie. Coming up to assist Black Avarice. Blue is alone here, but he's shortly going to be joined by Sargon and Nathan Frost. Blue's pulling pretty much everyone off the Graveyard except for Ghazi, and so much damage going on here. SupCutie rolling around, look at all the shattering going off. Reevesy is here. Reevesy is going to, of course, be throwing grenades and just doing a lot of damage. He's also running pistol and shield build. Pistol and shield. Oh my god, look. I Will Lead You All gets mowed and managed to get speared away, really keeping him from being a support player and keeping him from the point and from contributing, but he gets to regroup right away.
Yeah, I Will Lead You All came in through the Elixir R on Blue, got him revived, instantly was mowed, didn't really take too much damage, pulls Red Team away, and is able to get the supply crate out, but they pretty much instantly run away from that fight right there. To go over that 1v1, Black Avarice is going against Blue. I'm not sure if Black Avarice knew what build Blue was running, because like I said, it's a fairly uncommon tanky build, which really counters actually Necromancers, because they have a lot of condition removal.
Absolutely. We're in with SupCutie, who, again, uses portals to his advantage to go push on Waterfall and then come back. But it really worked against him. Blue actually managing to get him down. He's going to get the stomp off rather soon. No, he gets rezzed. SupCutie coming up, and now he's supported by Merry Christmas Without You. He can actually take Blue down. Blue is so far away from the rest of his team. He's over at the quarry. He's rolling around just in the water forms, going with the Blue. He's trying to just get close to his team so he can be supported and actually contribute, as opposed to just being another 5 points for the Red Team. We're seeing a Red Team. Let's go with SupCutie. He's actually, do they have? Is there another rage quit? I think there might have been. Absolutely.
Someone definitely left. That was.
I think it.
I always forget who's on the team, and it really upset me.
Oh, man.
But yeah, zone left right team. So, and always the losing team they quit. So blue team actually doing a fantastic job. Oh wow, two people actually quitting now. Merry Christmas thought.
Oh shit! I forgot to take off auto balance. Oh, I'm such a noob.
That might actually be good right now.
Oh.
Red team did need the backup.
Yeah, they did need the backup. This point spread right now is 310 to 173. We're going to game 4. It looks like. Tanny jumping in on red team, still 4v5. Let's see who else is in here. Guardy Wardy jumps in. 3 guards for blue team. Let's see what's going on. Red team, of course, has their home point. Blue's up 2 capture points here. We're in with Black Avarice. He's got chained down here. He's about to get smote, and she's actually still stuck right there. Black Avarice getting lots of damage down. Here comes Reezy for support. Blue is just running riot on the red team here on the overhead view. SupCutie trying to deal a lot of damage. And here, he's got the port there as well.
They do have a lot of conditioning coming out. The great thing about red team's comp is they have the 2 engineers who's completely spreading conditions, and Black Avarice is running epidemic. So they're really able to spread those conditions out towards the enemy team, which if the fights go long enough and red team can survive, they'll eventually just outlast them and kind of just burn them down slowly.
And here's Blue over at his home point, trying to deal damage on Tanny, who's sort of trying to backcap. Meanwhile, the rest of Blue is over here dealing with I Will Lead You All, with SupCutie and Black Avarice and Reevesy here. Blue's saying, no, get off my point. Manages to force Tanny off. Has to deal with this really weirdly named creature named And we're going to go in back on mid. We're going to watch Aiden Frost as he has to deal with running away from pretty much everyone. He's about to go. He's about half health. There's a third. He's popping the mist form to stay alive here. He's going to try and at least go down on point. And he pops the water form. He's going to heal. He's going to be fine. Here comes Blue to help him out. But a lot of red descending upon the waterfall. Here comes Reevesy to get the cap. The rest of red is in between Blue and their home. They need to push Quarry. And, of course, there's Guardy Wardy pushing Quarry. Blue team's going to be fine here, man.
I think they're trying really hard. Red team's trying really hard right now to get a triple cap off to keep them in the game. And they're spreading themselves too thin by doing so. Instead of, firmly getting a point and then moving on to another point, they're just trying to get like all 3 points at the same time, and it's really not working out for them too well. Blue team's kind of winning in all these smaller skirmishes.
Red team got a capture point. Red is just now capturing Graveyard. They're pushing Guardy Wardy back to the quarry point because I Will Lead You All will need to take that in order for them to secure a lead. We're watching though double Guardian comp here in the mid, or at least I saw it to begin with. There's Fugazi and there's Sargon. They're gonna do a lot of just bunker support to each other, pretty much almost unkillable. But as I say that, here comes Black Avarice and SupCutie. They're gonna be able to get the shatters off. Lots of damage here. Here comes engineering crates from Reevesy. That's gonna do enough deeps on Fugazi and Sargon, at the same time as sustaining everyone red here for them to secure it. Red actually might try a cap here if Aiden Frost goes down. Blue is down on Waterfall. Red team gets the quarry because Guardy Wardy is down. I want to see where people go off the respawn now as Tanny has forced Aiden Frost almost off point. Nope, there he is again. Here comes more people from no, that's just Aiden Frost on the point, off the point now. Red is tri-capped. If they come back, they win this best of 5.
My mind will be blown if they're able to keep all 3 points right now. They do have actually 2 people going Waterfall, and it looks like 3 people are going to go Waterfall. I think they're going to send their whole team Waterfall. All 5 are heading there.
Here comes SupCutie. SupCutie breaking down the doors, running towards the Lord. They're at the point where they can do this. This is, of course, the reason why I put this map as map 3, is you can just end it right now if no one notices. And they're going to realize, because they get the tick off once he starts going. Reevesy is going to just run rampant here. Of course, Reevesy, again, like in the beginning game, doesn't have to do damage. He just has to survive.
Oh my god, look at everyone rushing the Lord right now from red.
Oh my god,
they have a huge rush with only 1 contestant, Aiden, coming in. He'll actually be able to heal the Lord a little bit. But
nope,
blue team...
That's it. That's it. Red team wins the best of 5. 543 to 456, 3-0. How did that happen? I'll tell you how.
That was amazing, guys, right there. They were able to push that 3-cap. I thought they were spreading themselves too low, which they kind of were for a while. They weren't really winning any fights, and they were able to get a triple cap off right there by wiping blue team. They were able to kill every single person on blue team, completely wipe them. They were able to take all 3 points right there, and then once they got up enough points, they kind of just rushed the Lord, killed it, while blue team was trying so hard to get 1 point because they only needed 45 points left to win, and they were able to completely win that game. I did not expect that at all. I thought blue team had it in the bag right there. But yeah, what a fantastic map to play for best of 3.
All right,
or best of 5.
Looks like Blue saying he's gonna go play League of Legends. He'll see us later on Guild Wars 2. SupCutie, of course, he gets to call out someone else. He's calling out H-Man again. Yeah, we're doing a different time, of course, for Server Stomp 2 weeks from now. So hopefully H-Man will be able to come on. Hoping that's going to be great because H-Man is such a skilled player. Everyone here was very skilled today. Yeah. What do you think about that, Shawn?
I thought it was a fantastic game. I think red team, you kind of know Cutie for calling out plays probably a little more. I think it started off with Blue's team kind of going down in that game 1 by starting off really bad in that game. They did a lot better in game 2. They did a way better in game 3. I thought they had it in the bag, but red team just proved, you know, Cutie proved why he's the best.
Cutie, of course, on Team Absolute Legends, pretty much at one point in time, everyone on AL was like the top 5 on the leaderboards. If I'm not mistaken.
They still are.
They still are.
Yeah.
Not surprising, of course, that on-point objective play, on-point mesmer play, really, really, really great stuff. Of course, don't forget, guys, next week is MLG Anaheim. If you're there, look for me, ask for me by name. I'll come out, give you a hug, sign something if you want. Shawn will be there, look for him. So will Bass and Bob from SOAC. So will there will be a lot of higher up Guild Wars 2 people. I'm not gonna say who. Community night this Sunday. Was it 9 p.m. Eastern?
It's 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. That's what everyone's talking right now. Everyone in Server Stomp is actually getting pretty excited for that. It's gonna be a great night. I hope you guys all come as well. And yeah, again, if you're at MLG, definitely come up to us. Let us take pictures with you. We definitely want to show the Guild Wars 2 community, especially ArenaNet, how much we want this game to be a bit more competitive and possibly see it in the esports scene. And if we can prove that people are, you know, willing to come support it, that'll help a little bit as well. So come take pictures with us. Maybe even do some interviews with you. It'll be fantastic.
Yep. Don't hesitate to come out, support the game that you love, because it's, even though it's not there, the people that can make it be there are. And guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. Of course, you guys need to like, subscribe if you want to. YouTube.com/SirefSC if you're already here, if you're watching this. So go ahead, like and subscribe, comment. I do love reading all the comments, guys. Show your friends, show your mom, show your dog. Also follow us on Twitter. That's at Shawn Buell down below, and down below me over here at MLG Sireph. So that's pretty much it for today. Don't forget, there's no Server Stomp next week. You have to wait two weeks for that. Excuse me. And we will keep coming back with a new date and a new time. That'll be on Reddit. Also comment below with a time that you would want to play, and also comment to see with who you would call out if you won one of these games. That's pretty much it. I'm Sireph. That's Shawn. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Have a great day, guys.